This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Jose Lucas, thank you for the love on the super chat. Tua, 2 minutes left, beat Ravens. Herbert, 2 minutes left, INT. I mean, give me a break. There's no comparison between the two quarterbacks right now. Nothing. The only thing Herbert has on Tua is physical ability, and he will have that till the day he dies, because very few people have the physical tools that Justin Herbert has. I will never argue that, but that doesn't mean anything. That's the problem. I always love the people. Well, he's got a great arm. So what? Who gives a shit if he can throw 75 miles an hour? Who cares if he can throw out of the stadium? Is he accurate? Does he have balls? Can he read defenses? Can he react quickly when there's chaos? Will he rise above chaos? That's what I need to know. I don't need to know how strong his arm is. That doesn't mean anything, dude. That is, when you hear somebody just talk about the strength of their arm, they're just a fan. They don't really understand the quarterback position. Understand that. Let me explain that to you. If somebody is just talking about their physical ability, that does not mean they're going to be accurate. That does not mean ball placement's going to be there. That does not mean they've got balls when it's all said and done. Because Justin Herbert's got a great arm, and Jeff George's arm was just as good or better, actually. But he didn't have any balls. He was going to fold like a cheap tent. Carson Wentz is actually more gifted than Justin Herbert prior to all the injuries. But we found out something about Carson Wentz, right? When it got tough, he wasn't tough enough. Tony Romo will wow you with athleticism, wow you with these amazing throws, wow you as a fantasy football player. Do you want him in a real game when it's actually all on the line? None of you would pick Tony Romo. Not one goddamn person would pick Tony Romo. Not one goddamn person would pick Jeff George. Not one goddamn person would pick Jared Goff or Carson Wentz or Phillip Rivers. So until Justin Herbert proves to me that he's not Jake Plummer, then you tell me, bro. But I've seen all these guys I mentioned. To me, that's Justin Herbert. Until I see something different from the guy, and instead of hearing idiots talk about how gifted he is and all, dude, I've seen the gifted. I saw Vince Young, super gifted, can run like a deer, has an arm that's a gift of God. Does it make him a great quarterback in the NFL? No. Did he put on one of the three greatest performances that a college football player could ever put on? Hells to the yeah. Vince Young has one of the three best performances I have ever seen by a college football player. That's college. It's not the NFL. In the NFL, it's another level mentally, and it's not about physical. Lots of guys get there because they have enough physical talent. So the question is, do they have the mental fortitude? Do they have the toughness? Do they have the will to survive, to overcome adversity? That's one of the things that I love about Mario Cristobal taking over this program. It's because I know it looks like shit right now. I know they're playing like crap, but he's the one guy that can absorb all the heat and then fuel it to then turn it around and use it as momentum to really change things. And I think he will. But you've got to take the bullet now. And he's taken several bullets, unfortunately. But this is part of it. But he's tough enough to not fold and not give in to any kind of pressures and stay the course. Because you must be mentally tough enough in order to survive the onslaught that you're getting now from the fan base, I'm sure from alumni, all of that stuff, that they don't like this, that, whatever. But you've got to fight through all that negativity, the parents, the kids, the media, all of it. And eventually you'll come through. And that's what Tua did. Tua had the mental fortitude. Okay. Justin Herbert goes through Brian Flores for 2 years and he is ruined and never comes out of it. Okay. Let me just explain that to you. If Justin Herbert is treated the way Tua was for 2 years, he's done. He's cooked. Nobody has had to endure what Tua has endured his first 2 years in the league. Not Joe Burrow, not Zach Martin, not Justin Herbert, not, you know what? Kyler Murray, although Kyler's kind of brought on stupid shit on his own because of the things he says or does, obviously. But none of these guys have gone through the hell that that kid went through for 2 years and coming into the league with an injured hip. Tua doesn't need to show me a goddamn thing about mental toughness, mental fortitude, just physical toughness, staying the course. Do not let things get you off course. Do not give in to the media. Do not give in to fans. Do not give in to maybe coaches that aren't necessarily good for you. All of those things, that guy fought through all of that. Shit that Jeff George could never survive. Carson Wentz, Jared Goff, and Justin Herbert. So until proven otherwise, until you stop throwing fourth quarter pick sixes, until you actually start coming back on some of these games, and until you had yesterday, Justin Herbert had, 3 timeouts? They had 40 seconds? Yep, more than enough time to get to a field goal range with your big, beautiful arm and all your athleticism, right? I mean, that's what the clueless say, right? Oh, he's got such a great arm. And what does that mean? Does that mean you're a great quarterback? So there you go. Just give you guys a little bit of excuse city for Justin Herbert.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.